3 times, 4 times. Doing gang things, living super clean. That done came up. Can't control us. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. Look at you, you done came up now. Get it how you live, mess the game up now. Ain't messing with yoga, but get the flame up. Hey, used to be Toby, but got your name back now. I see ya, paid under pressure. 25 lighters, got them all on the dresser. If it ain't for you, ain't for you then. If you a lame or a sucker, wanna dress you then. Grown up now, bump the childish ways. Got a wife and a bunch of kids to raise. Punch a clock side, hustle or a business you endure to ensure that all the bills is paid. Slow clap for your homeboy, could've turned out like your homeboy. Been on the same block, cooking up the same rock on the cell block lot with your homeboy. But no, you had vision, you had gold. Brand new you on the old time road, take care of home where you bust your low. Black men don't cheat, screaming bumpy hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you PD grade. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the folk that have moved up. Even if you had the slow start screwed up. Used to gang bang, now homie brewed up. Had a little plan, I had them blew up. Look at you like a man right now. Dressed to the T, smelling like a grand right now. And you ain't got nothing from a handout now. Just faith and hard work gets it planned out now. You could've took a bunch of dusty rolls.
Shalom, everyone. Welcome.
The same plot, but the story's never old. Slow clap for your kinfolk. Could've been asking
Jay, thank you so much, sis. Shalom. I appreciate the support. I'm going to talk to y'all about some changes we're going to be making with the titles and stuff as soon as we get started. But thank you.
Don't need no fans, that ain't my God. Who is that, man? This real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you peep these grades. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Yeah. Real man.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono. Shalom to everyone joining me this evening. Thank you so much. Please, if you are not on the YouTube, head over to the YouTube at Monologue Magad, MONOLOG MAGAD. Please also like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. We are so close to having enough subscribers to take our YouTube channel to the next level. So please, we need y'all support, y'all subscriptions, all that good stuff. Please feel free to like, share, and comment. I definitely want you guys' input. Get involved with the conversation. I want to know what you think. I want your feedback. So please don't hesitate to add to the conversation. Shalom and shalom. First and foremost, listen, all praises to the Most High, all esteem to the Most High. He is beyond excellent. He is wonderful in all of his works. Listen, if you don't have anything that you can think to be thankful for right now, I just need you to be thankful for the breath in your lungs. I need you to be thankful for whatever screen you're watching me on, whatever service you're using, because somebody doesn't even have that. Be thankful for what we do have. Okay, so please, y'all, and everything you do, let's just be thankful and be sure to give the Most High his praise, his honor, and his glory. And I cannot go any further without giving all respect due to my lovely husband, the head of my house, my life, my world, my everything, at Monologue Magad. Please Give him a follow on all your favorite social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I think he's on Twitter. The new album, Just Hold On, is available on all streaming platforms right now. So if you're on your phone, pick up somebody else's phone, pick up another device. If you got YouTube Premium, you could just, you could go to your home screen and go to Apple Music, download the album, go to Spotify, Pandora, Tidal, wherever you're getting your music from. Download that album, Just Hold On. I promise you will not be disappointed. So many bangers. I'm not just saying it because that's my husband. So many bangers on that album. All right, so just to go through a few current events. Listen, this is getting crazy. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the interest rate hike, but the interest rate has been moved up once again, which is never a great sign for the economy. Um they're predicting food shortages. They're saying we're actually in a food shortage now. We're actually in a recession now. I don't know about y'all, but we over here at the House of Mono are believing the Lord Most High for all of our provision. We're gonna do our part and work as much as we can while we can. We're gonna do as much as we can ourselves, but we know that the Most High is in charge. This show is totally up to him. So however he wanna run it, that's what we gonna do. We just pray that he keep us in our right minds, following his laws and commandments. Okay. And as far as the 91 Divic segment, I mean, I haven't heard anything new. It's starting to get cold outside. So just like, every winter, every fall, it's the splurge of the respiratory illnesses. So I'm sure we'll be hearing more about the Divic and, the Curious George soon. Shalom, Tierra Montgomery. Shalom, sis. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, all that good stuff. Yeah, kind, sis, because that's all we can do. That is all we can do. Because look, he ain't failed us yet. He's not failed us yet. So I mean, we just pray every day, and I teach my kids, like, pray to stay in the law, pray to stay in your right mind, because people just fall off. We can only hope and pray that we endure to the end. So that is a constant prayer. Like, just keep me, Yahweh, please. Okay, and I pray the same for you all and your families as well. Now, about the title, um, we are trying to figure out the algorithm here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we had like 2 or 3 clips that my husband and I made between us last week circulating of the podcast. One of those clips did very well. The clip that did well was a clip titled "Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass," and then I was talking about, something else, just like I have the title here. So we are going to drop the housewife stuff, because I'm not just talking to housewives. Like, this is for, single women as well. So I did drop the housewife stuff. So the Thursday night show is now going to be titled "Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass." Okay. It seems to be working. So let me know what y'all think. And that, be on the lookout for that. Again, turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. Like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube. Okay, shalom, shalom. Thank y'all for joining me. All right. Why Boaz don't want your ass? And this week, the subtitle is "He's Met Your Friends." And now let me just say this for any newcomers here. Okay, thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Thank you. So if you're new here, let me just explain something. I don't address men here. I don't. I'm not a man. I don't know how they think. I don't know anything. I don't know enough about a man to try to advise a man anything. And first and foremost, that's not my place per the Bible. Okay. So if you're here looking for someone to avenge your feelings or whatever, that's not what this is. I'm here addressing women. This is what I know. This is what I live. This is who I am. So this is what I'm here to talk about, teach about, whatever the case may be. So please, let's get that out the way first. All right. But what I'm saying can apply both ways. first fruit. Shalom. Thank you for joining me, fam. Um, what I'm saying can apply both ways. Like the things that I'm saying that you need to be working on in order to get that husband that you want, these are the same qualities that you need to be looking for in whoever's courting you or, trying to talk to you. Now, I know we think that we're all modern, we're whatever, millennial, Gen Z, whatever. I was born in 80, so I guess I'd be a millennial, Gen X. Okay. So we feel like we've come to this point and, we're in a new age of information. And for some reason, we've decided that the things that our parents taught us or have passed down don't apply anymore. For instance, the saying, show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are, or birds of a feather flock together, that holds very much true. And if you've ever been on a journey to grow, a journey of exploration, if the Most High has ever elevated you in your life, um, oh, shalom. Thank you so much, brother Thawada. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I'm just a Sakari soldier showing support to the channel. Plus, I like your husband's music. Thawada, thank you so much. Bring it out. My rib can hear you. Yes, hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what I was saying, if the Most High has ever elevated you from one point in your life to the next, then you will understand how once you matriculate past certain points in your life, certain people are just not gonna accompany you on that. And again, I'm only speaking for women because I don't know how this process for men, okay? But in my experience, often it has been that when you decide to move different from your group, 9 times out of 10, the group is not ready to move with you and you will find yourself moving on your own. If you've ever I'm a millennial too, and my mom and grandma always told me growing up, birds of a feather flock together when it came to watching my friends. Exactly. If you've ever been involved, let's say you've, been involved in some underground activity, okay? And then, for whatever reason you decide like, hey, this life ain't for me no more. To go back into that same surrounding that you are trying to get away from is not only counterproductive, but it is foolish. It is a dog returning to its vomit, which we're told repeatedly is foolish. A stripper is not going to keep hanging out with strippers if she decided that this is not the life she wants to live. Okay. Now, listen, if you feel like it's your ministry to go into the club and to minister, then that is between you and the Most High. I'm not the person to tell you not to do that. I'm just saying, in general, on a case by case basis, once you've been delivered from something that had you in bondage, it is not wise to return to that thing. It is not wise to keep congregating with the people that you were partaking in this thing with. I, and I hate to be, I don't hate to be. It's hard to be so definite and truthful these days because, you know, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I also like the truth has to come out. Like we can't keep playing this game where we live in our own imagination and the rules don't apply anymore because we keep messing ourselves up like that. Like that's how we got in a position that we are now, thinking that we didn't have to obey the laws of the Most High and that we could live how we wanted to. And where has it gotten us as a people? Where are we now? Black women, look at us. We don't want to listen to anybody. We don't want to let anybody tell us anything, but we want to be in charge of everything. And then when the stuff that we're in charge of doesn't go right, everybody want to start blaming the black man. Talk about, well, why the black man wasn't there. Well, black women, let's look at, are we conferring with our enemies to keep our man down? Okay, let's say, like, you might be like, "Well, not my enemies." Okay, are you conferring with your girlfriends to keep black men down? And see, since we live in this, time of social media, and in my opinion, social media is a big part of your life. BT, shalom. Please head over to the YouTube. If you're on my Instagram, head over to the YouTube at Monologue Magad, MONOLOGMAGAD. And then this way you can see everything, hear everything. If you're on the YouTube, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all that good stuff. Um, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I forgot where I was going. Okay, but what I'm saying is this. Okay, social media. That's what I was saying. Social media. Okay. To me, now I know a lot of people might be like, well, social media isn't real life. But to me, social media is a big part of our life because this is our social life, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, your socialization is not just when you leave your house now. You're socializing on your phone. That's why they call it social media. You're talking to other people. You're and I hate when people be like, "Well, just because I shared this post doesn't mean I agree." Unless you write a caption saying, "Hey, I don't agree with this, blah, 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 blah." If you share something, I'm going to think that you share that exact same sentiment, and I don't think that a lot of people would disagree with that. Your face and your name is on this post. While you may be like, "Oh, it's just social media," it's not, and I think that we should be at a point by now where we see that social media is affecting our real lives. People are getting doxxed, people are being stalked, they're losing their jobs because of things that they say on social media. So, yes, social media does affect your life, okay, ma'am, sis, cousin. So, who are you following on social media? Who does he hear you listening to? Does he hear you listening to a bunch of rambling, angry women? Do you think he wants to live with that? Do you think he wants to hear that? And you may be like, "Well, that's them. They feel that way. I don't." But ma'am, sis, cousin, as I say repeatedly, like, it comes out in your attitude. It comes out in your behavior. Don't think that you can walk around bashing black men all day and then get home with your black man and treat him the way he deserves. You're not going to be able to. Your mind is going to start replaying everything that you said earlier. And then you get in a relationship and you decide, "Oh, I like this one. I'm gonna give him a chance," but you can't even take him around your friends because they're all bitter and angry, and you don't want them to drive him away. Blues Clue, you need a new friend. You need new friends. You do. I advise any woman that's trying to be married to find you some happily married women friends. Happily married, not just married, happily married. Because what I've learned is that people will try to give you advice from their life and think that it should just be universal. Um, a lot of black women always are advising us or younger black women to always be on guard. Don't trust no nigga. They all dogs, they all this, they all that. But that's not true. Like, every black man is not like that. Now, ma'am, sis, cousin, if your personal discernment, like, you met this dude and your discernment was like, then nah, there's nothing else to talk about. You don't need to ask nobody else anything. Cut it. Okay. But, like, if things are going well, don't let the bitter, angry sister brigade come in and mess up what you have going on. But here's the thing, if you keep hanging out and you keep letting the bitter, angry sister brigade pour into you, that is what is going to come out of you, whether you want it to or not. What do you mean by that? Okay. You out with your girlfriends, y'all at a cookout or whatever, family event, you hanging out with your cousins, whatever. And your man is there. Now, under any normal circumstances, you always make him a plate. Like, when you at his family events or whatever, you always making him a plate. It's not nothing for you. But now you done got around the angries, and now you gotta sit up here and struggle with the thought, should I still make him a plate? They're gonna clown me if I do. Shalom, sis. Shalom. Thank you for joining me. They're going to clown me if I make his plate. Should I do this? But you are now changing the way that you treat your man because you too busy worried about some women who ain't got a man, can't keep a man, can't get a man. It's like you a millionaire and you're going to take advice from someone who's severely in debt. Stop taking advice from people that you don't want your life to look like. Like my sister said, everybody ain't happily married. Stop taking advice from people who are not happily married. If this woman don't never have nothing good to say about her husband, you need to stay away from her. If this woman ain't got nothing good to say about no man ever, you need to stay away from her. These women are walking in foolishness. Some black women are so angry at men and haven't been in a relationship yet, but they heard that men ain't ish narrative from most, if not all, black women. Exactly. Yes. That's it right there. They keep hearing this narrative. They keep hearing that, oh, all these men out here is dogs and all these men out here is doing this. And that's not the case. See, and this is what I don't like. Like in our society, the negatives are magnified so much. And so what you have when you have all this negative being magnified, now you have this other group who feels like the correction has to be so overdone. And now we have a world where anybody thinks they can be a woman just because they feel like they said it. And it's like in feminism's attempt to dispel the patriarchy, they have totally ruined life for women of all kinds. Their fight for equality has made it so that John Bob Joe can go put on a bathing suit and a swimming cap and now say, hey, girls, I can swim with you and win all your medals. Now you worry because Mike and them want to come run track with your daughters. But this is what we fail to accept. When you open the door an inch, the devil is going to bust it down and take a mile. I don't know why we don't understand that yet. It's like thank you, sis. It's like, I hate to use the word rebellion because rebellion is as witchcraft. But speaking of witchcraft, let's talk about why so many of y'all are turning to it. Let's talk about that. Why? Anyway. Women no longer exist. A great documentary about this is What is a Woman? We watched that. That was a very good documentary. Y'all need to check that out. And let's talk about that too, because it seems the thing is for black women to have a bunch of homosexual black male friends. I've said it before and I've said it again. We keep putting our energy into the things that are destroying us. You're sitting here complaining about you can't find a good black man, but you helping this one be a woman. You letting this one borrow your wigs and your clothes, and then you sitting around with, look at what you are doing. Like, I don't understand. You got to understand that what you put your energy into is what is going to manifest in your life. It doesn't matter what you say. It does not matter what you walk around claiming you're manifesting or claiming, that you're putting out there and that you're going to speak it over your life. It doesn't work like that. I hate to say that, it doesn't. Okay? If you hang around a bunch of no good, no account women that ain't got no job, ain't taking care of their kids, ain't taking care of their man, guess what you will eventually become? And that's why that man don't want to be bothered with you. Look at your friends. Are they peaceful or do they have drama every time you turn around? You think whoever you're courting is not peeping this? They are, because And I hope that you are too, because you are trying to spend the rest of your life with this person. So their drama is going to become your drama. My husband don't like drama at all, period. He will not tolerate it. Probably why I don't have a lot of friends. And I'm okay with that. I get all my drama on TV. Most women of the world look, talk, and act like gay men. And that's what's so crazy. It's like, are they acting like us or are we acting like them? That's so crazy. And I know, in this day and time, a lot of people like to throw the opposite of heterophobia around. Okay. I'm not trying to get back in Facebook jail, y'all. I just got out. um, and it is not the opposite of heterophobia if a hetero man decides, I don't want to be around all that. Because I'm going to tell you, as a hetero woman, I don't want to be around all that. That does not make me scared of anyone. I am not scared. I don't like cookies and cream ice cream. Am I scared of Oreos? No, I just don't like them. Like, stop making it more than it is. The reality of the situation is the people that you hang around are going to start to, or if they have not, like, you guys will conform your world to each other. Before we get to a husband, a lot of us form our lives around our friend group. These are the people we hang out with. These are the people we socialize with. And if your friend, if you, not you, somebody else, okay? Let's say somebody was smoking crack for like 5 years, okay? 5 years on crack. They know it. They mamas know it. They daddy know it. Everybody knows.
I'm here for the same reason you is, man.
Everybody knows.
Crack.
Hey, Tyrone, we are not giving crack away today.
No.
No.
What time is it?
It's 5 o'clock.
Did I miss the 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
Tyrone, these are your friends.
Okay, they was out there like that. And so one day they decide, I'm not gonna do this no more. I want to be clean. I want to be sober. I want to go to rehab. I'm not gonna do this no more. Would it be wise for them to go clean themselves up, go through whatever, you do your little, well, I don't want to say little. I've never been through any level of addiction of that kind. So I'm not saying little to belittle anyone who's ever overcome or been through this. I just want to clarify that. But so you start on the road to cleaning yourself up. You go to rehab, you go away, you come back. For you to go right back to the crackheads that you said you wanted to clean up and get your self away from says that, no, this is what you still desire to do. A drug dealer, if he decides, hey, I'm getting out the game, I'm not doing this no more, it would not be wise for him to continue to congregate with former people that he used to sell drugs to or with. It's just not wise. Why? Because it's too easy for you to get back in that life. We want to steer clear of the things that I don't want to say knowingly, but it's like certain things will get in our mind and we'll be like, okay, I don't like this. I need to stay away from this. But when the Most High is telling you, hey, you need to stop doing this because this is not lining up with what I said for you, it's always a million excuses as to why we can't and why it should be okay. And it's just going to be this one last time. And like I said last time, don't take anyone else's grace and think that it can be yours. Just because I made it out, just because the sister over there made it out, just because this one made it out, does not mean that you will make it out, or it does not mean that you will make it out in a recognizable condition. Let's see. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but the companions of fools shall be destroyed. Proverbs 13:21. Thank you so much for that, sis. I mean, here's what I mean when I say you should be looking for these same qualities in his friends as well. Okay, I'm trying to say this carefully because I don't want to. Oh, I got a cool glow. Because I don't want to it's tricky. Okay, it's tricky. So when I speak, I'm speaking in general terms, but things that you should be very aware of. Okay, when he takes you to meet his friends, the first thing you should be paying attention to is how he introduces you to this group of people. And does it line up to what your understanding is of y'all's relationship? Like whatever y'all talked about behind closed doors, is that the way he's presenting you to the world? Like if y'all have decided, okay, we're just friends, we're just cool, we're just kicking it, but then by all means, hey, this is, whoever this is Stacy, this is my homegirl, blah, blah, blah. But now if you get behind closed doors and it's, oh, you my girl, you my woman, you my boo, you this, you that, but it's not the same thing when he gets in front of his friends, you need to be paying attention to this kind of stuff. This is a definite red flag. When he takes you to meet his friends, where does he rank in that circle? Just look around because his friends are going to determine the direction of his life. I can speak from my personal experience with my husband. He associates with people who are doing as well as or better than him. And that's on purpose. Now, yes, my husband ministers, so I'm not saying not to minister. I'm not saying not to, if the word of the Most High is in you, I'm not saying not to do that. I'm not saying not to reach out or whatever. But what I'm saying is the people who you sit around with, who you let pour into you, who you're pouring into, those people, what are those people like? Because if I'm struggling and you struggling, we just both sitting here struggling. But if I'm struggling and you've been down this road before and you can tell me what to do, then all praises. That's great. I don't have to go through this. And then, hey, if you're struggling and I'm going through something, I can help. That's what a friendship is about. That's iron sharpening iron. Okay, but if we both sitting around pouring, struggling, and what good is that going to do? It is so frustrating to have a dream, to have a vision, to have like a future, and to be around people who do not. I'm going to tell you from my personal experience, it's hard. Because they don't want to hear you talk about their dreams. They don't talk about their own dreams. They don't believe that they can have any. So they don't want to hear you talk about it. And it's sad. And a lot of times, like I go to post stuff on Facebook and I'm like, no, because I don't want anybody to think I'm bragging. But see, when I was down and out and broken heart and all this other stuff, I didn't hesitate to post that. Why? Because misery loves company. Nobody's gonna fail to like that post. Nobody's gonna fail to give me sympathy. Oh, I'm praying for you, sis. Da, 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 da. Like nobody's gonna fail to do all that on a post when I'm feeling down. But if I'm sitting up there posting about, oh, my husband's so wonderful, look what he did for me, or me and my kids did this, or we did that, then it's, oh, why you so proud to be a wife? That ain't nothing to be proud of. It's confusing because it's like so many Black women talk about how they want to be a wife and how, they want a husband and all this stuff. Okay, where you see somebody out here talking about it now, and instead of you when I was struggling, if I saw somebody that was doing something that I wanted to know more. I would ask them questions. No, I want to know more. Teach me. How can I be down? It was not it can't be a thing of, oh, I can't have it, so I don't want to talk to them. No, you need to be talking to them. You need to be listening to them. That's what happily married women. You need to be listening to them. And even listen, I know how it feels to have your heart hurt. I know how it feels to sit back and pray and wonder, like, Yahweh, why can't this happen for me? When is it my turn? When am I going to get mine? But I promise you, honey, and I'm not just talking about marriage, I'm talking about everything. I promise you, honey, if you stay in line with the law of the Most High, those things that you wish will come to you as long as it lines up with his word. And it's another thing I hate. I hate that we live in a generation that is so self-worshiping that they feel like that they can just speak some words into the atmosphere, and then, whatever they wish, it will just come upon them. That's not how it works. The Bible is very clear in that if you are obedient to the Most High, then he will bless you, your children, y'all know everything about you, where you come and go. But we also know the curses of disobedience. And the more we start to wake up and realize as women what these curses look like for us, because I feel like that's something that's missing in Israel. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. A lot of reasons that maybe y'all having problems finding men is because y'all so bitter and angry. And let me say that as an outsider trying to come into the truth, I would like join Israelite Facebook groups and Israelite clubhouse rooms, like trying to maybe find some like-minded sisters. And I'm not saying this about every woman in Yasharala. I'm not saying this at all. But what I am saying is, more often than not, in these sister groups, it just winds up being a bunch of arguing and pettiness. Nobody is talking about, okay, how do we fortify our prayer life, sis? How can I be better? It's like women in there just constantly trying to cut each other. We're not men. Some of y'all is very masculine. Y'all need to calm all that down. Some of y'all get off on being mean. Like, that's your reputation. Like, I'm not taking no jump from nobody. Don't nobody need all that. And all you are doing is turning sisters away from the truth. I'm going to tell you, as somebody that came from Black church, I'm very disappointed. Like, I just knew this was going to be different. Like, no, these women got it together. They are in the truth, honey. They know the law. They are not going to be over here gossiping and whoremongering and lying. And then I was reminded that people are the same everywhere. And then I was reminded, biblical womanhood has been so heavy on my heart these past few months. It's something I'm really working on. I wish a lot of sisters I knew would focus on this. And so me and my husband got into a discussion about what real biblical womanhood looks like. Like, what did it look like in the Bible? How were our foremothers living? And I'm honest with my husband to a fault. And I told him it's hard. It is hard to go from this train of thought that we get in this society, thinking that we have to be career women and we have to help provide, and that's our main goal, to earn an income. It's hard to go from that to what the Bible is saying I should be doing: loving my children, keeping my home, respecting my husband. That looked different back then. And a lot of women don't want to deal with it, and they don't want to talk about it because they too busy following Juanita Bynum and paying her $1,400 and $1,500 to teach them how to pray. They'll focus on everything else but living the way they're supposed to live. See, and I really feel it's a trick of the devil. It is, because if you can keep the woman occupied with everything else but the home, then the home is going to suffer. Stop. And this is what's going on with this feminism and equality now. It's like Everybody thinks that they can do a mother's job. But does the condition of our children not show us that that's not true? Does the condition of the Black family not show us that, yes, we need stable men in the home, but we also need stable wives and mothers? Listen, nobody's perfect. I love my husband very much. That is my best friend. I would, if I gotta pick anybody in the world to be on a deserted island, I'm picking him hands down, no question. Okay. But through this marriage, we have both grown. I'm sorry when I pause, but I just want to make sure that I'm getting my words right. We've both grown in our marriage, okay? And through this time, he has seen me go through some very different phases, right? Um, but one thing I will always say is that in his stance on what he was supposed to do as a man, that never changed, which made it easier for me to be comfortable being a woman. And when I say comfortable being a woman, yes, that's a thing. And I don't mean just my physical state of being a female. I mean living in my femininity. I was not able to do that before. You can't do that out here in this world by yourself. They won't allow you. If you out here making it by yourself, you gotta be a little rough around the edges. So, but now I'm gonna share something with y'all. Cause it threw me for a loop and my reaction bothered me. And I'm still praying about it. But being a stay-at-home mom, being the first one in my family, like none of the other women in my family are stay-at-home moms. Aunts, cousins, I don't have a sister. So none of the other women in my family are stay-at-home moms, right? Before I got married to my husband, I was on the track to finishing my RN degree. I already had a national certification as a surgical technologist, and I had been working in that field for like over 10 years. So I decided to go ahead and get my RN license, blah, blah, blah. So at the time when we got married, my plan was still to go back to school. But before I got married, all I prayed for was a family. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, no, this is something I prayed for. I wanted to have more kids and I wanted to stay home with them and actually get to be a mom. And again, no shade to working moms at all. But being a stay-at-home mom has taught me that you cannot be fully immersed in your motherhood experience if your energy has to be given to somebody away from your home. And that's just real talk. I'm so much more patient with my sons than I was with my daughters. And let me keep it funky with y'all. It hurts me to my heart sometimes because dang, my daughters deserve this too. But my mind wasn't in the right place. I was living in a spirit of rebellion. And I hate it. It eats me up. One thing I'm very thankful for is that I've gotten to live like different phases of life. Like some things that, people only do once. I've done more than once. You know what I'm saying? So I lived the life of a working mother. I lived the life of a single mother. I lived that life, being a single mom, working and going to school. I lived these lives, okay? And now I'm blessed to be able to stay home, to be able to run businesses with my husband, to be able to actually homeschool and educate my children. Like I'm able to do these things. And I will tell you that this staying home with my children and raising my children and deciding at each and every point what is going to be put into them is one of the most fulfilling things that I've ever done with my life. I'm not going to say that there aren't some days that I'm wishing for adult interaction. Yes, I have those days, but it's just like anything else in life. Like you're going to have days when it's great and you're going to have days when it's like, please, Lord, help me get out of here. Okay, I'm not trying to paint some unrealistic picture like every day I'm just walking around on pink clouds eating bonbons. No. Some days these people get on my nerves. Like, please just leave me alone. I have those days as well. But overall, there has been nothing more fulfilling than this. Nothing. And to see my kids as free as they are. And what I mean by that is they can be themselves. One of my sons is very kind of laid back, not, a little soft spoken. He's more introverted like me. Like, he can sit in a corner by himself and be cool. He loves to draw. Give him some crowns or whatever. He's fine. He don't need to be nowhere but his house. My other son is totally not like that. Like, he is woohoo. I mean, you talk about a firecracker, okay? Firecracker bouncing off the walls, all this other stuff. Like, I know if we tried to send him to school, they would be calling me every day to come get him. And it's not that he bad. My son's He's not bad. He's a 4-year-old little boy who's full of energy and curiosity. So no, he don't want to sit in a chair for 6-8 hours a day. And I really don't think that's natural to try to make anyone do that. Most adults have trouble sitting in a chair for 6 to 8 hours a day. So now you mean to tell me, we expect children to be able to do this? But what I'm saying is my kids get to be free and that they don't have to try to temper down their personalities to fit in or to appease a teacher who also has to manage 29 or 30 other kids. You know what I mean? I like that my son likes bugs and he's okay with that. There's nobody making fun of him for that or making him feel any kind of way. I feel like a lot of Black kids get into science and get into other things that's not considered cool, and then we get bullied out of that. The school system would label him special need. See, and that's what I'm scared of too, because my son, when he is frustrated with his work, like, he'll just shut down. And I'm like that too. Like, if I don't know, I'm just like, all right. I can't figure it out. I'm done. I'm like that as well. So I understand where he gets it from. And yes, I do think about that. Like, yeah, they would probably try to tell me something was wrong with him, but there's nothing wrong with him. It's just how his brain works. So, and that is another reason why I'm glad that we homeschool. Because, and here's the thing that they tried to tell me when they were trying to get me to put my middle daughter on an IEP, which is like an educational program. She has some behavioral issues. So they try to put her, they try to give her an IEP and kind of not label her special needs, but they gave her an individualized education plan. And they were telling me like, oh, well, white people use this all the time to get their kids extra time and extra points. Yeah, okay, but they're also still white. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Um, so my main point of the he's met your friends thing is to just get us to think about the people that we are associating with, not just in real life, but online. What kind of stuff are you sharing? What kind of content are you looking at? Are you leaning toward like gossip and messiness with everything? I'm not saying I don't like a little messiness. I watch reality TV, sure. But that's not a majority of my focus. And let me just say this, until you are sure about who you are, I wouldn't even try to date. I wouldn't try to date. I forgot who I was talking with. Oh, I think I was talking to my nail tech about this. And she was telling me that she's never lived alone. Like, she went from her parents' house to her husband's house. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because it took me so long to adjust to living with somebody else after living by myself for so long. When you start to do these things, you start to see the sense in how the Most High had things set up. Once you go from living as a part of a family to living on your own, it's hard to go back to living as part of a family. I don't think we were ever meant to be alone. I don't see that. I don't see that. the way, and again, please, I'm not saying that me and my husband are perfect, but I'm saying we got something really good going on, okay? And I've witnessed the results of his hard work. And I've also witnessed the results of my efforts in that as well. And let me just start by saying that my efforts were following his lead. I'm not talking about coming up with my own bright ideas or none of that. I'm talking about my husband came to me and said, "Okay, look, boo, this is what I want to do." Yes, I'll ask questions. And if I think it's foolish, I will say that. But for the most part, my husband don't be coming up with nothing crazy. So, okay, let's go. Because he's proven himself over and over again. I think, and see, this is why we need our fathers. Ladies, you should not be dating alone. You should not be picking him out alone. I don't care how much you think he's the one. If nobody else is saying that, then send him back. We should not be out here dating by ourselves. Your dad should know him, your brothers, your cousins, your uncles, whoever. Take that man around some other men. There are some things about a man that you just will not know because you're a woman. But I bet you another man will know. And let me tell y'all something. If he does not come in looking for ways he can provide, then you may want to reconsider that. And what do I mean by that? If he get in your car and he see your car dirty, he should be like, all right, why don't we stop by a car wash and take care of this? He walk you to the door and he see your trash sitting by the door. Can I take that out for you? He should not be showing up to your house empty-handed. He should not. Again, I know some women are cool with being providers. Some women are. I know. Look. And that's cool. Like, if that's the life you choose, sis, all praise to the Most High. Cool. But if you're like me and you know that that's just not your role, then you need to be looking for a man that's going to provide for you. Stop wasting your time on men who have made it very clear that they have no intention providing for you or themselves for that matter. What do you mean by that? If he's living with you in your house with your name on it and if he's living with you in your house, that's not going to work. Y'all, again, this is why we're not supposed to be living alone. You're not supposed to have someplace set up for him to come to. He's supposed to have someplace set up for you to come to. Or y'all work on it together. But he should not be moving in with you and living up off of you and eating all your baby snacks. And now your kids can't even watch Coco Melon because this nigga in the living room playing 2K. Y'all, but see, these are the things that you have to catch early on. What did he do all day when y'all was dating? If he was playing video games all day when y'all was dating, did you think that you marrying him was going to change anything? No. Now he just got another woman to live up off of while he sit there and play 2K all day. Or whatever's out now. Stop picking men by yourself. Take them around some other happily married couples. See how he reacts to them. If the flow of their marriage sickens him, you need to send him on his way. If when y'all leave, listen to what he says. He'll tell you how he feels. Like, oh, I wouldn't have been doing all that for her. Listen. He's telling you how he feels. That's the problem. We just don't listen. It's like you want a nigga to beat you over the head with a rock with it. That's not how it's going to happen. If he tells you that a man is a simp for paying all the bills and letting his wife stay home, listen to him. That attitude is not going to change. I don't care how many babies you have. That man is going to send you to work 10 months pregnant and 5 centimeters dilated. Listen to what they say. They be telling y'all what they want, what they expect, what they will and will not do. When you on a date, he asks you, what are you looking for? Don't sit there and tell him, I want a man who's calm, confident, a provider of this, of that, of that. Because that's what he's going to represent to you until he get that snatch and then he out. I like flowers. He going to show up with flowers. Or he going to have some real smooth game about why he couldn't stop and get you some. You want somebody to watch TV with, he gonna be over there every day watching TV with you. Stop giving people what you think is your instruction booklet because you don't even know yourself. I'm 41 and I would not be fooled here to sit and tell you, yes, I know everything about myself. I can predict my every move. That is a lie. And for most people, that's a lie. It should be a lie because you should be continuously growing. So, no. No. Pay attention to what's in front of you because that is more than likely what is going to multiply. I see men day in and day out on socials. What do I need a wife for? I mean, what good is she if she not paying half the bills? And y'all, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the sisters out there who be getting under the statuses and confirming this crap. I'm sorry, but when y'all start saying stuff like, I don't need a man to pay my bills, I feel like all I hear is free coochie. I mean, it's like a will F for free sign on your shirt. That's what you're saying. I don't require anything at all. I'm totally self-sufficient. That's what you're telling them. And you think that that's empowering, right? I don't need you to buy me anything. I'll have sex with you if I want to on my terms. And you think that bull is empowering. No, you're nothing but an old used up whore. Because that's all they're gonna do is tell you ain't gotta do nothing to hit that. She independent. She don't need no man. Just show up with a bottle in a bag. Show me who your friends are, and I will show you who you are and who you are going to be. If your friends are in the same place that they was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, hell, even last year, you need to do some serious reconsideration, ma'am, sis cousin. And I'm gonna be honest with you, your friend's not coming into your marriage, boo. Your marriage is between you and your husband. Your friend opinion no longer counts. I know some girls, when I was single, they'll dump you in a heartbeat if they man call. And I'm not mad at that. And I don't understand other women being mad at that either because like I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like unless we out somewhere in the middle of something and my man called, why are you mad at me because I want to go chill with my man instead of you? I never understood women being upset with other women for that. Now, I'm not saying you leave your friends hanging or none of that, but I've had incidences before where like okay, I'm going to such a oh, I thought we was gonna do this. Dude, we're just sitting around here doing nothing. I'm about to go kick it. Just like gosh, what was I watching? I want to say it was like T.I. and Tiny when they first came on like years ago when he was locked up. And every time she would go out somewhere, he would call her, I want you to come home. I want you to spend some time with me. And what did she do? She picked up her stuff and went home to her man. And they still together today. If your friends are mad at you for making marriage and courting a priority, then you need to lead them by themselves. If they don't want to make it a priority for them, then that's fine. But like I said, when you elevate, when you matriculate, and when you mature, everybody's not going to understand it. You're going to have different priorities. Everybody not going to have them same priorities. My priorities now are my husband and my children. I can't commit myself to anybody else. Now, I'm not saying that this is the rest of my life, because as I've experienced, my boys are going to grow up. They're not going to need me as much. And then it's time for that other stuff, the socializing and the girls trips and whatever. If I want to do it, I don't even, sidebar, I don't even understand girls trips, because why do I want to go somewhere without my man? What do I want to hang around y'all all the time? I don't get it. Like, maybe, like the female friend section of my brain is just messed up or something, but I just don't get why you want to hang around a bunch of other chicks in an environment that's supposed to be romantic and tropical. I don't get it. Anyway, there's time for that later. The commitment that I made before the Most High, the commitment that you made before the Most High, dictates that now our husband and our children come first, even before your mom. And I know that is hard for us who grew up with single moms. I know that's hard. That relationship is just different. When you grow up with a single mom, it's just different. And in the PS to that, I also, please, if you can help being a single mother, don't do it. Don't do it. Not only is it hard on you, it's hard on your babies. Like, your kid is missing a whole part of life. And again, I didn't realize that until I had my sons with my husband, and he brought that stability and that consistency into my life. I didn't realize how much I was not just cheating myself, but I cheated my daughters out of so much by not being obedient and picking the right man, or waiting for the right man. Let me say that, waiting for the right man. So please, and listen, I'm just sharing this with y'all so y'all ain't got to go through it. I understand a lot of people don't get these first, second, third, and fourth chances that I've been so blessed to receive. So please hear what I'm saying. Wait on the right man. Wait on him. What do his friends say about him? How do his friends treat him? His friends chumping him off all the time? His friends always sunning him? They don't have no respect for him? He the lackey? He the watch? He the lookout? If his friends do not have respect for him, I would fear that he is not very strong in his masculinity, and it sounds like a setup for abuse in the future. I'm just going to be honest with you. Any man that beats on a woman is not strong in his masculinity. And y'all need to start paying attention to how these niggas talk to y'all. Because they be giving y'all little clues, but you just choose to overlook it. It be there big as day, boop, with a blue paw on it and everything. A clue. It's right there. Y'all put all these red flags up on Facebook, but can't recognize the red flags in your own life. If his friends don't respect him, he don't respect himself. He's not going to respect you. Now, on the other hand, is he mean to his friends? Is he a bully? Like, is he just friends with them because they his lackeys? You need to look at that too, because that's not a very secure man. We always talk about, yes, sis, the whole blue paw, and they just be ignoring it. I have my handy dandy notebook. um, you gotta let a man be cool with who he is. Like, y'all see a man coming to the truth, and it was the same thing with church. Soon it was a man at the altar. Ooh, girl, it's another man available. Y'all don't give these men time to mature. You don't give them time to get their minds right. I mean, I know how much of a shell shock it was for me coming into the truth. Even though I had grew up in Black church, it was still a shell shock. If I had not been with my husband at that time, I would have been scared to marry someone. Because my beliefs were changing. You know what I'm saying? And until I was sure about what I believed in, I wouldn't want to get with anybody else. Because the truth is very consuming. Like, it will consume your life. Your life will change. Okay? So when you have a man who's coming into the truth, y'all got to let him get established. Remember, you're looking for a leader and a provider. You're looking for stability, security, and consistency. But if this man is not stable in his mind and in his thought process, he can't be stable in anything else. A double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. Y'all need to be paying these men attention. Look at them. Some of them cannot say no to other women. He may very well love you. Yes, ma'am, cousin. He will love you up and down. He will drink your dirty bath water. He will make sure you don't want for anything, but he may have a problem with other women. Can you deal with that? Can you? Look at how much he drink. Can you deal with that? Do he smoke weed? How do you feel about that? Can you live with that? He take his socks off on the living room and leave them there. You're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life. Can you? I'm not just being facetious. I'm telling y'all real life stuff that I feel like isn't talked about enough when we're talking to single Black women. Pay attention to how he treats his mother. Hello. Let me make sure y'all hear me. Hello. Hello. Hold on. Hello. Pay attention to how he treats his mother and his sister if he has one. If he does not respect his mother, he will not respect you at all. If he does not respect his mother, he does not respect you. If he cannot respect the woman who brought him into this world, and I said respect. Now, listen to what I'm saying. I don't condone abuse from anybody, mothers included, okay? So if his mom is just out there wilding, then okay, that's on her. But he still should hold her in a certain regard. That is still his mother. If he speaks about his mother with no emotion, this man is emotionally unavailable. And ma'am, sis, cousin, if I was you, I would probably walk away. That's just me. I know I can't deal with that. I can't deal with someone who's emotionally unavailable. Maybe you can. A lot of people don't need, well, I don't know about a lot of people. I've heard of people who like don't need affection and all that stuff. So that's cool if that's you. But I'm saying for me, and if you know you have this same issue, then pay attention to this. How does he treat his exes? The one he has kids with. I don't care about his other exes. They should be kicking rocks. Well, they should be kicking rocks. But how does he treat them? Because that's going to determine how he's going to treat you should you guys end. Ex-wife, baby mom, whatever, he should still be treating her with a certain level of respect. Because at one time she was his wife. She is the mother of his children, whatever. He needs to treat her with a certain amount of respect. And you need to listen when he asks you to treat her with a certain amount of respect or speak of her with a certain amount of respect. That should show you what kind of man that he is. Because how he treats her is how he will treat you. Not saying that you will ever be in that position of being a baby mom or an ex or anything like that, but I'm just pay attention. This is how he handles conflict. How is he going to treat you in an argument when y'all don't agree? Are y'all going to be able to sit down and talk it out? Or is he going to get a little McKenzie? You need to see a man in all seasons. You need to see him when he up, and you need to see him when he down. You need to see him when he's happy, when he's sad, when he's angry, especially when he's angry. I don't care how strong you think you are. I don't care how big you think you are. These studs out here got women thinking that they can sit up here and fight a man. Listen, ma'am, sis, cousin, you and that man can be the same size for size. He's still going to whoop your tail. He still has more muscle mass than you. He is still stronger than you. Stop. You cannot beat a man. You can't. And when that man gets angry, you need to know that he's not going to try to beat on you. Is he gonna? Can y'all go to y'all own separate corners? One thing me and my husband had to learn how to do: walk away, and then we text each other until we come to an amicable point. And now, okay, we can continue this conversation calmly in person. Is this person open to stuff like that, or is he just? Listen, some of these men out here are worse than women when it comes to arguing, when it comes to antagonizing. Y'all need to pay attention to this stuff. These men will get with you and be jealous of you at the same time and will ruin your life. Pay attention. He ain't never got nothing good to say to you. If you have to ask yourself, why is he with me? Then y'all don't need to be together. One thing I can tell you, I know sometimes I get on my husband's nerves. I know I do, mainly because he tells me. But also I just know. But I know without a doubt that any time of any day, that man love me. I know there's nothing nobody can say to me to convince me that he don't love me. And even in our times of disagreement, I will still tell you that yes, he still loves me. That's the way it's supposed to be. I had to explain to my daughters, one time me and my husband had a strong disagreement. And you know how it is with kids. Oh, you hurt my mama feelings. Oh, you made my mama upset. You know, they all team mom. But I had to explain to them, and this was earlier, when we first got married. When you get married, your husband is your family. I know we like to say blood is thicker than water, but the real saying is the blood of the covenant is stronger than the water of the womb. What that means is that your first commitment and priority is to the family you made with that covenant. So my husband is now my primary family. And just like any other member of my primary family, my mom, I'm going to just say my cousins, my brother, even if we have a beef or a falling out or whatever, that's still my family. We still love each other. We can talk junk about each other and then come on, let's go get something to eat. Because no matter what, and this is my husband had to constantly drill this in my head. We're not breaking up. You're not leaving me. I'm not leaving you. So, okay, we're going to talk about it. You done? All right, come on, let's go eat. We can't get to an agreement now? Okay, we can get to it later. And see, this is the danger in the silent treatment, because when you're totally silent and you just cut off communication, now you leave room for the devil to send thoughts, to send temptation, to send all kind of stuff. Because I don't know about y'all, but my mind be going, and when my mind start going, it's hard to get it to stop. But that's why I love so much that my husband is very open and honest, and I can ask him anything. Like, there have been phone calls and text messages, and they weren't inappropriate. I just saw that they were from women, and I know my husband conducts a lot of business. So I don't trip, but sometimes I might be feeling a little jealous. Who is that? Who's that? And he'll just tell me, or here, you want to see? It's nothing. And I'm reassured and I can go on about my business. And vice versa. My husband asked me here, you want to see? There's nothing. We have each other's passcodes to everything. Our lives are totally like intertwined. I don't know what you expect from a marriage, but when you grow with someone and you're open with someone and you're honest with someone, you're going to grow together. Your lives are going to intertwine together. But how is he treating you before y'all take that step? And now let me say this. I've had female friends or females who I was trying to get to know, hoping we could be good friends or whatever. And then for whatever reason, their husbands have decided they don't want me to be friends with them anymore. They don't want their wives to be friends with me anymore. Okay. But and every husband has the right to do that because my husband has told me, I don't like her. And he's never been wrong. He's never been wrong. But ask yourself, I'm not telling you to question your husband, but let's not talk about a husband. Let's just talk about a boyfriend, okay? Because that's a whole nother deep issue. But if you got a boyfriend or somebody you courting and, y'all getting serious and he's starting, I don't want you being friends with her. I don't want you being friends with her. Examine why. Examine why. Why don't he want you to be friends with her? Is it because he don't like what she be talking about? Like, does he have a legitimate reason? Or is it because he don't want you to start thinking like her? And you need to decide if that's good or bad. Okay? Because that can be a good thing. Like if she out there thotting, he don't want you hanging around a thought. Cool. But if she's happily married, then what's the problem? Like, what is the problem? These are things that you need to look at in a man before you marry him. What are his friends like? Are his friends a bunch of philanderers and whoremongers? Do you trust him to go out with his friends when he's not with you? Can you send him out with his friends and be cool? Don't be calling him and just chill. These are things you need to think about. Because what you don't want to do is be 5-10 years down the road, 2-3 kids, and you chasing him around clubs in Atlanta. Or you throwing his stuff out every weekend because he's staying out till 4-5 o'clock in the morning. Like a lot of the problems that we find ourselves in when it comes to men are totally preventable. A lot. I didn't say every, but a lot of them are. And again, like a lot, it just never fails. Whenever someone talks to me about a problem in their marriage, okay, what was this person like when you were dating them? And it never fails that this person was exhibiting the same issues and the same behavior from when they were dating. But for whatever reason, whoever I'm talking to just decided to pull the wool over their eyes and just keep going. And 5, 6, 7 years later, they're crying, trying to figure out how to get out. And let me tell y'all something. This economy is not the time to be shacking up with nobody. It's not. Because, honey, they get mad and put you out. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Y'all that are blessed to be able to still live with your parents, do not take that for granted. I'm so thankful to the Most High that we own our home at a fixed interest rate. Because the interest rate hike that just happened, same thing that happened in 2008, right before that horrible crash. We are at that exact same position. So please, I don't know why I'm saying this, but if your living situation is not in order, get your living situation in order right now, today. I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know who it's for, but please, ma'am, sis, cousin, get your living situation together right now, today. If that man is beating on you and you can't take it no more, get out right now, today. Leave now. You in an unstable environment, make arrangements now. I don't know what's coming. But even the Fed chair is not optimistic about the coming months in this economy. Now, also, let me say, if you're on the verge of getting your finances together, you need to get them together because, as we know, people get rich in hard times. That's when people come up in hard times because usually the masses cannot afford the things that they were affording. So, yes, we're looking at inflation now, but once this housing bubble pops, all them prices is falling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the food, but the housing prices and stuff like that. Just please get your situations together. If you're not growing food, start growing food. It's not hard. You can honestly start it indoors. You can get seeds from the dollar store. Okay? It's not hard to start growing your own food at all. One thing I will say that I don't understand about us, and I'm guilty of the same mistake, we walk around with a computer with all the information in the world in our pockets, but we will not use it. You can easily Google how to start a garden. Go to my TikTok, go to my IG. There's videos there from when we started our gardens. It's a process, and that's why I'm telling y'all, start now. Like your first year, everything ain't going to kick off. It's not going to be perfect. It's a learning process for everyone. Even us, we're still trying to, figure out how to condition the soil, feed the soil, what kind of fertilizer works best with this. What do you do about that? It's hard. Okay? So please, 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 start growing your own food now. Start getting yourself as prepared as you can for whatever is coming now. Okay, we already know they're predicting a food shortage. They're predicting a natural energy / gas shortage. If you have a generator in your home, please make sure it's ready. Blankets, sources of heat, like all these things. We have a grill and we keep charcoal here. So Yahweh forbid, our gas go out or whatever, we can put food on the grill. Keep some charcoal and lighter fluid around. Keep meat in your freezer. Like we kind of got to go back to thinking how our grannies used to think back in the day. Right now, when I cook a meal, we stretching that sucker out for like 3-4 days. And I didn't used to do that. I hate leftovers. Like I'll give a leftover one day and then I'm done with it. But we in a new day and time now. So, ma'am, I eat them leftovers for a few days, 3-4 days, or until they just about gone. We gotta prepare. We know what's coming. We, the children, we know what's coming. He's not gonna creep up on a thief in the night like us. I mean, we don't know exactly when, but we getting the signs. I don't know when he's coming, but my ring detector is alerting me to some motion. You know what I'm saying? So let's get ourselves together, get your oil together, get in your word. Listen, when you are courting, dating this man, find out his interpretation of certain laws. I've had women come to me and say, my husband won't let me wear heels. I'm sorry, sis. Did you know that before you got married? My husband don't let me wear makeup. Did he tell you that before you got married? Did you think he was going to change his mind? Did you ask? Ask all these questions. What does this look like to you? Are you okay with me wearing pants? Are you, what things do you feel you would like to change about me? You need to find all this stuff out before you commit to this man. Why are you here? I didn't call for you yet.
Me and Dante.
I did not call for you yet.
We want to tell the people about this blasphemy that you got.
Hold on. Okay, but I was just about to get to that part.
All right.
Okay, so we got a little feud going on in the Phillips household right now. I was going to tell y'all about this later, but these Negroes is here now. So there has been a issue that we have been trying to solve for a while. I need y'all's input. Please be open and honest, okay? These niggers believe. No. ER. These people believe. What you talking about? These people believe that you can. No, let me finish.
No, you gotta tell the whole story. Let me tell it.
No, because it goes back.
Objection! You're trying to lead the witness.
Okay, what?
Okay, so all the black people in America, all my fellow Israelites. So check this out. When it comes to breakfast food, inquiring minds want to know. All right, you have Mono here. Have Mono Jr. Okay, let's discuss this. So my wife thinks that. So she would ask what's for breakfast. What y'all want for breakfast? Y'all want egg, sausage, and grits? Or do you want egg, sausage, and pancakes? She thinks that grits is a headliner for breakfast. I'm telling her, like, no. Headliners are like pancakes, waffles, but grits is a side item. No, we get pancakes, egg, sausage, and grits.
Okay.
Or waffles, egg, sausage, and grits. She think if you have grits, you don't have pancakes. She think grits is a main ingredient breakfast item.
It's a main entree.
Junior, what do you say, sir?
No, I think grits is
Come down, son.
Grits taste the best, but it's not a headliner.
It's not a headliner.
You know what, Dante? You never have breakfast again. So okay,
did everybody hear me? Did y'all hear me?
Here's my thing, okay? Now, maybe it's because I'm from the north, but I don't eat pancakes and grits in the same meal. If I have grits, thank you, sis. Grits are an entree. Thank you. Because hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
So you don't
can you let me finish? Let me finish. Because, okay, coming from a diner late night in Jersey, what do you go get? Fish and grits, not pancakes and grits.
Yeah. Fish is the main.
Fish and grits
is the side
grits
item.
And fish.
Grits
is
the
gosh.
side
No, it's
item.
not.
Nobody
grits are the main star.
You don't.
Do you eat oatmeal and pancakes?
Name me.
No.
If I ate oatmeal, name me a time.
That's
where
two main dishes.
Name me a time where anybody went and ordered grits. Just grits. Like, hey, can I get a dang big old plate of grits? Nobody does that.
People order grits all the time. Crystals will give you a bowl of grits.
No, I'm talking about by itself. I will go and order fish by itself. I will go.
Thank you.
Where's Jay Faulkner from?
Thank you. Grits and pancakes don't go together. Thank you.
Where's she from?
Please tell us where you're from, sis.
She's probably from up there somewhere.
But it's what I be trying to tell him. But it's what I be trying to tell him. In different parts of the country, it's different. Pancakes and grits. Listen,
I'm about to block her from the YouTube channel.
Don't serve grits with pancakes, okay? They don't because grits is their own. No, we're not gonna hide it. No.
Jay Faulkner, you about to get banned from this YouTube channel. We won't accept this kind of blasphemy.
Listen, she's from New York. Jersey in the house.
No, I'm from Jersey.
No, you ain't from Jersey. You lived there before.
Okay, you lived in Jersey. Did you go anywhere and get grits and pancakes?
No, they don't really eat
exactly. We do eat grits in Jersey. We eat them with catfish or fish, not catfish anymore. But
we need somebody else to comment because Jay Faulkner. Obviously, we can't test.
Yeah, but this is obviously it's a northern thing.
The word of you up north.
Obviously, it's a northern thing. I disagree, sis. Pancakes and waffles on the main. Now, oatmeal not going with grits.
Yeah. Oh, you don't get oatmeal and grits, but you get pancakes and grits.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
And you from Detroit. Well, that ain't nothing but North Mississippi. So that ain't that don't count. Detroit and Chicago is North Mississippi.
Listen.
We're going to put this poll up on Facebook, on YouTube. We're going to put this poll up, and we need everybody to vote. It don't matter because I tell her to make the pancakes and the grits, and I don't care what kind of goddamn buffoonery she on. But you people who think grits replace pancakes, I'll tell man. It all depends on the appetite and food craving.
But listen, pancakes are mushy.
Grits is a side dish. Thank you.
No.
What
First Fruit Ministries, no.
Hand clap.
You must be from South Jersey.
You from the good part of Jersey.
No, you must be from South Jersey. Listen, grits is a dish by itself.
No, it's
you serve it.
Nobody go get.
You can listen. Let me talk.
Oh, y'all think it's Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
Let me talk.
Just
because you can do different things with grits. You can put cheese in there, salt, butter, bam. You got you a whole thing.
And the bag grits are a side dish. See, it's only you and that one lady from Jersey, man. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
In the bay, grits are a side dish.
Side dish.
Listen, I grew up with grits being the main dish. Grits, eggs, fish, sausage, whatever you was going to eat with it.
Grits is the breakfast rice.
No, the hell is it?
Yes, it is. Okay. Grits is the breakfast rice. So,
but I wouldn't even eat rice and pancakes.
No. I'm saying it's the breakfast version of rice. So rice is...
Ooh, grits with dinner. Grits are good for dinner.
Rice goes with it. You having steak, rice, chicken, rice, fish. Whatever, you can have rice with it. Grits are the breakfast rice. So
okay, Tierra said grits can be main or side.
No, it ain't. We ain't letting you get away with that.
Compromise. He don't even want to compromise.
Ain't no compromise with that. It can't be. There ain't never been no, hey, let me get grits only.
But pancakes are soft and grits are soft. So that's just too much soft food together. Not grits, the breakfast rice. I don't know what he's talking about.
Grits is not the breakfast rice.
Grits is not the breakfast rice.
I love the new song playing on fmlive.com. All praises to the Most High.
We appreciate it.
But listen, man.
Nigga, this man crazy. Grits and pancakes. That's just too many carbs on one plate at one time. That's a lot of carbs. It's a lot of bread.
No carbs. Ain't no
grits are carbs.
Ain't no bread in the grits.
What? It's grain. It's grain.
Grain is healthy for you.
Bread is made from grain too. There's bread products.
Grits is grits. Grits is just grits. Just grits. Grits just grow on a plant by themselves.
Grits don't grow on a plant. They're grain.
Grits.
It's grain and oat, just like bread.
Everybody got different cravings. Hey, man. No. Some of us have the correct, and some of you guys are wrong.
See,
Paxton, what do you say? Let's see what Paxton has to say. Is grits a main dish, or do you want grits with pancakes, or just grits by themselves? Tell the people, they want to know.
Grits or pancakes.
What?
Grits
Paxton!
with pancakes.
Paxton!
Yes, he know what's up.
How could you do this to me?
Because he teamed the truth.
Oh my gosh. No, I really think it's just a cultural thing. Like, I think it's just
where
are you from?
No, it's not. I think it's a mental illness that we need to
a mental illness
that we need to pray for you guys' deliverance. No, I'm just playing. But check this out. We will start bringing back our fun podcast, you guys.
Yeah, we will.
We got there and get together and discuss things like this, but
my
I
wife
just been
would make
busy.
me a with steak, eggs, and grits mixed. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like at Crystal's, they give you the grit bowl with the eggs and the cheese, and if you want meat on there, you can get it all together.
That's a scrambler bowl.
The grits are the main item.
No, that's a scrambler bowl.
The grits are the main item.
You can eat that scrambler
and
bowl
what's in there?
with
grits,
pancakes.
They don't serve it with
when
pancakes.
When you go to Waffle House,
they don't serve it with pancakes.
If you go to Waffle House and you order an All-Star Special comes with a waffle. It comes with
eggs. Waffle House the standard of eating.
Waffle House is definitely the standard of breakfast eating. Waffle House is the best breakfast in the world, and anybody who disagrees is a sinner. And you need to pray for your deliverance.
Bloomfield Diner on Bloomfield Avenue in Montclair.
You can't talk about one
has
diner.
Some of the best breakfast.
Everybody from Jersey who come to Georgia, where the first place they want to go? Waffle House. and Krispy Kreme.
Okay. So
Go to
it's
Waffle
just
House.
like when you go to Vegas, you want to go to a casino because that's what it's known for. We don't have Waffle House above the Mason-Dixon. So it's just one of them things. Grits fill in the space where the pancakes miss.
That's what I'm talking about. See, this is the brother in the spirit. Spirit of the Most High. Listen, y'all, we gonna bring back our podcast, our Sunday night shenanigans where we do stuff like this. Right now, your boy just been too busy, locked in, man, to be able to commit to a certain podcast day. Just dropped the album. I've been doing like interviews dang near weekly. And of course, running our businesses. All praises to the Most High. But we will get back on our Sunday night shenanigans. Maybe start doing some stuff like this a couple times throughout the week, at least once throughout the week, man. But for all you that's out there, I just want to take this time just to let you know that all you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites. And since you are the Israelites, man, it's time to repent, keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. And some of that is recognizing that grits is a side dish.
Now you're trying to put it in the law.
And they go with pancakes. Repent and be ye converted by the washing of the word. Listen.
The Most High ain't say that.
All praises to the Most High. Tell her, Denzel's not going upstairs to wash no dishes. Tell Chloe I said to wash them dishes.
I told him to help her clean the kitchen.
Yeah, okay, but he's not going to wash no dishes. He's downstairs helping me print shirts.
So he can't help clean the kitchen?
He's not going upstairs to wash no dishes. He can go sweep the floor if she needs it.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He's not going to wash some dishes.
Thank you.
Daddy don't wash dishes. Son ain't washing dishes. He can sweep the floor and take out the trash. All praises to the Most High. But grits.
And here, you know what? We're going to have another poll too. Do eggs go with salad? Huh? Because this man insists that boiled eggs go with salad.
That's what she's talking about.
No, absolutely not.
A salad ain't a salad.
I don't eat eggs in my salad.
Make-
Not unless it's like a Cobb salad. I don't want eggs in my salad.
Boiled eggs. I don't care what nobody say. I want eggs in my salad. Boil the goddamn eggs, anime.
I do. But in protest. I boil them in silent protest.
Yes,
Listen here, First Fruits Ministry. Who is this?
Somebody said,
This might be one of y'all friends.
boiled eggs.
They can. That don't mean that they should.
Must.
They can. That don't mean that they should. No.
Yes,
Ain't no
man.
must.
Yes,
Ain't no
man.
must.
This is the problem, man. It's like some seeds fall on fertile ground. So not all the time.
Thank you. Not all the time. Thank you. I love her. Yes.
I'm about to block her from the channel.
Thank you. Thank you. Not all the time. Exactly.
First of all, we want to send a special shout out to First Fruit Ministries Television that's walking in the spirit of the Most High, that has the Ruach upon their lives. Because I don't know what's going on with
they agree with you.
the preacher's wife. That thing walking in sin. I just playing. Hey man, we love all y'all, man. 100.
Yeah, please excuse my husband and his taste bud deficiency.
Do eggs go in salad? Do boiled eggs? Do you want boiled eggs in your salad? Your boiled eggs, the ones we chop up. Do you want them in your salad? Tell the truth, Shane the devil, man. You know, nigga, you eat boiled eggs more than us.
You can say no. It's okay to say no, Paxton. You don't have to say yes.
He trying to take up for his mama, man.
Go ahead. Do eggs go with salad?
Yes.
Why?
Exactly.
Because Daddy says so.
Because they're delicious.
No, only because Daddy says so.
Do eggs go with salad, son?
I don't eat it, but it's not.
No,
weird.
Dad say no. No, you don't eat it.
No,
And that's it. That's it. Stop. See how they always trying to cap, but ain't Daddy.
It's not
That's
weird.
it. You don't eat it. That's it. You don't eat it. He said no.
It's not
He
weird.
said no. Dante Jr. said no. Don't mute me. Don't mute me.
We're gonna mute Miss Mono's mic, and she's acting out of character.
Dante Jr. said no. So eggs don't go with salad. On behalf of the house of Mono. No,
Eggs
for
go
real.
with salad. Eggs go with salad. Hey, egg go with salad. Sheesh.
So now he done
Alright.
made a song out of it. Please, 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 on behalf of us here at the House of Mono, there's more of us. We just want to thank you for kicking it with us this evening. I hope that something I said will help you on today, tomorrow. Please share the video, like the video, subscribe to our channels, get them notifications on. The YouTube channel is at Mono. Sir,
People come in.
you go to a salad buffet. They have listen. First fruits, we blocking you from the channel.
That's
We got
right.
time, you out.
Bring it out.
You about to get timed out. I'm late, but I'm with Mono on this. Grits is definitely something.
Bring it out, sis.
You blocked too. I'm gonna write y'all name down, and that's it for y'all. No more access. No, but for real, I appreciate y'all's input. I still stand by my stance that grits is a main.
You just want to
dish.
walk in sin.
No, I'm
Know
not.
what you're
That's
saying?
not a sin.
You just want to walk in sin.
If it's not written, there's no transgression.
2 or 3 have been gathered.
That don't mean that it's now a sin.
Yeah, where 2 or 3 are gathered. You know what I'm saying? Let it be established. Let a thing be
Please
established.
follow at Monologue McGad on all your socials, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. The album Just Hold On is out now, available on all your digital streaming platforms. Stream it, download it. You won't be disappointed. You can listen to this CD from beginning to end and just let it ride. It's full of bangers. I'm not just saying that because I love him. I say it because it's true. Don't forget to check out King Things. I'm on that mug. I am at the messing up my hands. At the White Mono. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok.
You have 0 direction. That's why women get lost.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at the Wife of Mono. Don't forget to keep up with the bullies. I don't know if you've seen our newest baby Zelda, but we have 1.5 litters. We're expecting like 2 litters maybe this year.
You're talking about 1.5.
Well, because she just in heat, like.
No, it's only September. She about to get pregnant this weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so we will have 2 litters dropping soon, apparently. I will be looking for help, please, if anybody is interested in helping.
Eggs does go with salad. Look at all this.
Anna, I considered you a good sis.
All praises. Anna done came
I
back
considered
to the
you
truth.
a good sis, Anna.
Well, I would like to say something. Since I was out there working, I got a text while you was live.
Okay.
Of a TV app opportunity that's available on all of Roku, Fire Stick, and the app. That they hit me up and asked would we like to bring Boaz Don't Want You as podcast onto their station.
No, really?
Yes. So all praises to the Most High. Yeah, they just happened to. So, but I don't think you can go out here and represent Israel if you're telling people things like pancakes don't go with grits
anyway.
and eggs don't go with salad. You first must repent. First, you must repent.
No, for real. I'm gonna put up a poll on TikTok and Facebook, and we're gonna figure this out. I'm not listening to him. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for the love. Oh, thank you, Yahweh Most High. I'm telling y'all, so many days I was like, is anybody even hearing me? But listen, if the Most High has put something on your heart to do, and you know there's an assignment on your life, get up and walk in it. People will come, money will come, like all that stuff will come. But listen. The priority is fulfilling the will of the Most High on our lives right now, today. We are running out of time. A lot of people are asking, well, what can we do? What can we do? Get in line with the word, get in line with the law. Women, let's find ourselves in the Bible and get back to being the delicate princesses that we are. We're not supposed to be out here fighting and shooting and stabbing and clubbing up and all that other stuff. We're supposed to be at home taking care of our husbands and our children. So let's get back to that. Let's get back to pleasing the Most High, making that our main priority. Again, on behalf of everyone at the House of Mono, we want to appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to everybody who interacted. Even if some of y'all comments was off, I'm gonna forgive you. We can try again next week.
Truth be told, Flex Podcast, Shalom, King, what's going on?
Oh, truth be told, Shalom. D, the preacher's wife. Thank you. Listen, I want to thank this sister because she supports me in everything I do. She show up on every TikTok, every Instagram. She's always showing me so much love. And you have no idea how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you, Anna, Sierra. Y'all come kick it with me every week. Listen, I do not take any of y'all for granted. It get hard talking to the screen sometime, and I don't know if my words are resonating, but thank y'all so much. Y'all really keep me going. I appreciate you. Anything else you wanted to say, honey?
Nope. I love y'all, man.
All right. We love y'all. Shalom. We out.
One time. Yeah. 3 times.
Oh, my God.
4 times.
It's amazing.
The mic's still on.
Doing gang things. Living super clean. That done came up. Can't control us.
Hey, man, I'm going to give y'all a podcast here soon, man. Your boy coming in. I need to do a business podcast. We got a few things we want to teach our people. Oh, man, we just want to have some fun, too, man. We're going to bring back the fun stuff, bro. Just talk like we did on this last little 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But we love y'all, man. Man, make sure y'all share it. I'm loving all the YouTube things I'm seeing. Y'all share it, bro. Let's go crazy out here, man. Let's be the light, none to my hands.
All on the dresser. If it ain't for you then. If you a lame or a sucker, wanna dress you then. Grown up now, bump the childish ways. Got a wife and a bunch of kids to raise. Punch a clock side, hustle or a business you endure to ensure that all the bills is paid. Slow clap for your homeboy. Could've turned out like your homeboy. Being on the same block, cooking up the same rock on the cell block lot with your homeboy. But no, you had vision, you had gold. Brand new you on the old time road. Take care of home where you bust your low. Black men don't teach screaming on the hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom while you PD grade. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that it came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that it came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the folk that it moved up. Even if you had the slow start screwed up. Used to gang bang, now homie brewed up. Had a little plan, I had them blew up. Look at you like a man right now. Dressed to the T, smelling like a grand right now. And you ain't got nothing from a handout now. Just faith and hard work gets it planned out now. You could've took a bunch of dusty rolls. The hand dealt with a bunch of cards to fold. To stay hot while the work is freezing cold. The same plot, but the story's never old. Slow clap for your kinfolk.
I forgot to talk to y'all about something. Google butt baby. Just Google butt baby. We gonna talk about that later.
You had plans.
So apparently there is a plastic version of a baby that people without uterus can stick in their rectum to give them the feeling of
giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that it came up. 4 times for the man
we out tonight.
1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my foe that it came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up.